Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
And we're going to begin Local 4 News at 5 with a look at that very green radar. A rainy day across Metro Detroit, and we aren't done with it yet. Rain started this morning. It's been coming down for times off and on, but pretty consistently.
Let's get over to Paul Gross. Paul, when is it going to move out?
Well, it's going to be moving out over the next couple of hours. It was kind of off and on this morning, and then as we really moistened up the atmosphere, it was really just on. There was no off this afternoon. So here you are with a slug of rain across the area. So let's see who's getting it and who's not. And you can see now in northwest Oakland County, maybe there's a sprinkle up into Genesee, Lapeer County. I mean, we're seeing this stuff now ending for you. Well, I say ending. There could be still a scattered shower this evening, but basically that's all off to the east of you. And then as we move the map down farther to the south, you can see as we get into Wayne County, we are all covered here in Wayne County. It's still raining across the entire county, but we're bisecting Washtenaw County from northeast to southwest. So the southeast half is getting that rain. And then farther to the south, you can see Monroe County, you're still in the rain, as is Lenawee County. Temperature-wise, it's been a cool day today. Temps only in the low to mid 50s right now. But they're going to stay pretty much in that range through the evening hours into the overnight, with that rain just gradually tapering down. So now that we get rid of the rain, we have some warm weather coming in. I think you'll enjoy the next couple of days, but then also some rain chances for the weekend. We'll talk about all that straight ahead, guys.
Paul, thanks. Now to some breaking news. A brutal day for the markets. The Dow dropped more than 1,100 points for its biggest decline since 2020. It's the fifth loss of more than 800 points this year. The S&P 500 fell 4% and the Nasdaq fell 5%. Experts say dismal results from several retailers renewed fears that inflation is battering U.S. companies.
Coronavirus numbers for the week are out, still ticking up. 29,267 new cases over the past 7 days. So that's 4,100 cases per day. 78 more deaths also reported over the past week. Now, as the number of the new coronavirus cases continues to go up, a lot of people are asking just how serious this current situation is and how important it really is to return to wearing masks and going back to social distancing.
Right. So to put things into perspective a little, we're joined by Dr. Frank McGeorge. And first off, Frank, have you changed anything about what you're doing?
Well, you know, Kim, the short answer is yes. Of course, in the hospital, we never stopped using masks, but I might step it back up to an N95 mask now, depending on the circumstance. In public indoor settings, though, we are back at a point in Southeast Michigan where masks once again make sense, and that's what I'll be doing, and here's why. The current CDC graph of circulating variants shows BA2 and BA2.12.1 have essentially taken over. That's important because they both spread much more easily, and it's part of the reason new cases and percent positivity are on the rise. In today's White House COVID-19 briefing, Dr. Fauci lists other factors.
We're seeing waning immunity to both protection and or vaccination. And also, as we all know, there has been a relaxation of mitigations of people not wearing masks indoor and having a lot more of indoor congregating without masks.
To be clear, we are not in the same place we were with hospitalizations, ICU overcrowding, and deaths that we were in earlier parts of the pandemic.
The discrepancy or ratio between hospitalization and cases clearly is much less than it was, for example, in the Delta wave.
Nonetheless, Southeast Michigan is again at high COVID-19 community levels, which according to Dr. Rochelle Walensky means
for individuals, COVID-19 community levels can also be used to inform personal decisions on how to best protect oneself. In areas where community levels are high, everyone should be using prevention measures and wearing a mask in public indoor settings.
So here's the thing. While the currently circulating variants of COVID aren't as likely to kill you as prior variants, they can still cause severe illness and death in some people, especially if they're older. Plus, there are just the potential long-term effects that we just don't have a handle on. So the bottom line is we all just need to be smart about limiting the spread when it resurges.
Frank, I want to ask, do you think that this is just how it's going to be from now on? You mask up one day, then you put them away, then you take them out again a few weeks later?
Well, yeah, you know, for the foreseeable future, I think that's exactly probably what's going to happen. Unfortunately, the cycle kind of feeds itself in a way. When we ditch the mitigation measures like masking, virus activity increases. Then we become cautious again and it goes back down. And I think that's pretty much how we're going to live with this virus until things reach that steady state in the hopefully near future.
Can see that. Okay, Dr. McGeorge, thank you. And with cases and hospitalization still rising, the city of Detroit is now telling folks it's time to mask up indoors.
That recommendation coming just days after the CDC put Wayne County, as you saw on the map there a moment ago, in the high risk category. Victor Williams following that part of the story. This does stop short, though, of being a mandate, Victor.
Yes, that is correct, Evan and Kimberly. This is only a recommendation. We know it's always changing, but the experts are saying it's time to put that mask on, especially where we are with these COVID numbers.
I'm not too frustrated about it. I just go roll with the punches.
Once again, the Detroit Health Department is insisting the use of indoor masking as the city reaches yet another high rate of COVID-19 infections.
I think many of us are done with COVID, but COVID is not done with us yet. And there's a lot that we're still continuing to learn.
Chief Public Health Officer Denise Fair says the city's community level has now increased from medium to high, meaning that a higher number of people are being exposed to the virus.
More people are getting COVID every day in the city of Detroit. Right now, we're right around 300 people every day are getting COVID. We know that masks work, and it's really important for Detroiters to stay safe and to get protected.
Although some people may be tired of the constant back and forth, Fair says the city has taken multiple measures to make sure residents can get vaccinated and treated if they come across the infection.
We have a new program called Test to Treat. For anyone who tests positive, we give them an antiviral medication right on the spot to make sure they are protected and their symptoms are a lot less.
And this recommendation is being made for everyone, even those who have already been vaccinated. Victor Williams, local.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Victor.
The impact of the nationwide baby formula shortage is getting worse. A doctor says 2 children in Tennessee had to be hospitalized as a direct result of their parents not being able to find the specific formula to work with their health conditions. Consumer investigator Hank Winchester is live tonight. Hank, your heart just absolutely breaks for the families that are going through this.
Kimberly, it certainly does. I mean, this is what everybody's trying to get right now. Baby formula. We've been to stores all over Metro Detroit, including this Ferndale location right here. It is hard to find, and it's going to be weeks before formula actually makes its way here into local stores. Take a look. 2 children admitted to a Memphis area hospital after their parents couldn't find the specialized formula they need given their rare intestinal conditions.
This is a crisis for us in healthcare, trying to use some alternatives, but the standard ones, the ones you would think of, there's none to be had.
Nationwide, parents using Abbott formulas, fearful they won't be able to find the brand they need to feed their own babies.
When the recall happened, I actually had 8 cans, and 7 of them that I had at home were all part of the recall.
Congress stepping in to help, calling hearings and pushing for $28 million in immediate emergency FDA funding. The legislation to be voted on would boost FDA staff, beef up inspections in plants, and root out any potential fraud. Lawmakers blasting Abbott and the FDA for dropping the ball back in February.
We've got to figure out not only how to keep the supply available so that on shelves you have enough formula, but over the longer term, we got to figure out why this happened.
With Abbott producing nearly half of all U.S. baby formula products, lawmakers calling for much more competition.
Make sure that there are not just 1 or 2 global companies controlling things, but instead that we have a lot of different producers in different parts of the country.
Meantime, the FDA ramping up formula imports. Abbott's plant here in Michigan set to reopen within weeks, but getting products on shelves, that could take months.
It's pretty scary because he can't eat real food yet. So it's like, if we don't have no milk, then we don't know what we're going to do.
It's time parents feel they may not have. New tonight here at 5:30, the Local 4 Trust Index. We're taking a look at the formula issue, separating fact from fiction. For example, so many people sharing on social media that you can just change your country code on Amazon, get formula delivered to your home. Is that true? We're going to break it all down for you. New tonight, live at 5:30. For now, we're live here in Ferndale. Hank Winchester, help me, Hank, Local 4.
Okay, Hank, and we'll check back in with you a little bit later in the show. Thank you.
New details in the investigation into the deadly mass shooting at a supermarket in Buffalo. The website Discord says the 18-year-old suspect in the case made his plans public 30 minutes before the shooting started. He's accused of killing 10 people and wounding 3 at the Tops supermarket in a mostly black neighborhood. He was held for a psychiatric evaluation last June after making a shooting threat at his school. But New York State Police said they did not seek a red flag order of protection against him.
U.S. Soccer has agreed to an equal pay deal for the men's and women's teams. The new pay structures are part of a new agreement with the unions for both teams and will run through the year 2028. Under the agreements, U.S. Soccer will be the first federation that equalizes FIFA World Cup prize money for World Cups. Also under the deal, U.S. Soccer will share part of its broadcast, partner, and sponsorship revenue with a 50-50 split between men's and women's soccer.